Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight it is Sir Lancelot to the rescue, and what better reason to come in for tonight other than the fact that we have the awesome, the great, the magnificent Lancelot popping up once again. I did promise you he'd be back, so welcome. Hello Julie, hello Danny. I hope you guys are feeling wonderful this evening. I am. Hello Aggie, come in. Take up a seat. Lancelot is here. Hello Scream. Good to see you, Scream. Good to see you. Hello Queen. Hello. And Susan, hello, and Taz and Marissa. Welcome guys, welcome. Hello everyone. How are we all feeling this evening? Oh, bad allergies. Well, I hope the smiting will get you through it. We have got smiting in store for you tonight, Danny. So you're in good hands. So hello, welcome everyone. Hello, Carolina. Come in, Lancelot tonight. Very excited about Lancelot. We don't get nearly, well, at this stage in the tale, we don't get nearly enough Lancelot. We will get more Lancelot as we progress. Hello. How is everyone? Hello. Come in. Hello, Tommy. Hello, welcome. Oh, wow, lots of people now. Hello. Come in, guys. Welcome. Hello, Satin. Hello. Welcome to my tellings of the tales of King Arthur, which we do every night. So come in, pull up a seat, and do ready yourself for a night of fun and adventure. Good, Carolina. I'm glad you didn't want to miss this one. Don't miss the bit where we get back to Sir Tristram either. I'm very excited that this week we will get Sir Tristram back. Well, that's okay, Marissa. Today's poetry will be even better. There's nothing wrong with sharing poetry scopes. Thank you very much, Tommy. We like poetry scopes being shared. They are fun. Anyway, this is prose, not poetry. The poetry comes later. This evening we are firmly in the land of stories. Hello Carol, come in. Welcome. Oh, do we need to block Tommy, Queen? Oh, that's a shame. We don't like to. Well, actually, we really don't have an issue with blocking folk either. Sometimes. Hello Carol, come in. Welcome. You're just in time before we start tonight's tale of grand adventure. Which is what we like. Everyone likes a good bit of adventure. Hello Susan, come in, sit down, and welcome guys for tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. For those of you who are new, I do this every weeknight on Twitter. Probably a little bit shorter than this, Marissa. I want to grow it a little bit shorter than this. The problem is I just never remember to go and see a hairdresser. So it's anybody's guess as to how long it will get before I pluck up the courage to go and see the nice man with the big scissors. Really, we should take bets on this. Anyway, tonight we are telling the tale of Morte D'Arthur. We are telling the tale of Le Cote Maltel, who is a man who came to the court of King Arthur with an ill-fitting tunic, demanding that King Arthur make him into a knight so that he could avenge his father's death. And no sooner has this happened and Arthur made him a knight, we'll keep the long hair. Well, look, we'll keep it long. When I get it cut, we only get it cut a little bit. It's just to keep out of my eyes, so I don't have to keep doing that. I'm wrestling with it every 5 seconds, just to keep it out of my eyes, guys. So the Cote Maltel, this knight, come along to the court of King Arthur, asked to be made a knight so he could avenge his father's death. Arthur said yes, and then no sooner was... I have 2 man buns, and I'm not going to tell you where. We have 2... Enough of the man bun. It's going to get rude. No sooner No sooner did we get Le Cote Maltel made into a knight, did we have a lady who came to the court of King Arthur asking for a brave knight to take up the quest of a knight who had fallen in battle. Le Cote Maltel quickly agreed to it, but the damsel who came to the castle was sorely put upon and angry that so young and untested a knight should be allowed to do so. In fact, Le Cote Maltel rode off with this lady and was bested twice in jousting. The first time by Sir Blobris of the Round Table, the second time by... oh, bugger, I've forgotten the man's name. This is embarrassing. 300 pages in and I forget the name. Sir Palomides! You're all pulling faces now because I forgot Sir Palomides' name, aren't you? It's been a long week. Sir Palomides, both of them knocked him from his horse and then refused to fight with him on foot. And at first, it was believed by the damsel and by Le Cote Maltel himself that the reason that they refused to fight on foot was because Le Cote Maltel was an unworthy knight. In fact, it seems that these older knights of the Round Table are quick to joust, finding it easy to knock a young knight from his seat, but slow to fight on foot, being afraid of being defeated in battle by a younger knight. And so it proved that upon his feet did Le Cote Maltel manage to fend off against 100 knights in battle, slaying 12 of them. But now, having proven himself in battle, having proven that perhaps he's a great knight in the making, we turn in our tale now and return to the court of King Arthur. And another knight, a knight who has already proven his worthiness in battle, who has already proven himself to be one of the greatest knights in all of the realm, a knight beyond compare in all of legend. Ladies and gents, we turn our eyes to Sir Lancelot the Lake. Here, with Le Cote Maltel proven a knight, we leave for a while this tale and speak of Sir Lancelot the Lake, and how, when he was come to the court of King Arthur, he heard the tale of the young knight Le Cote Maltel, of how he slew a lion that threatened Queen Guinevere, and how he had taken upon himself the adventure of the Black Shield, the which was named at the time the hardiest adventure in all the world. So God me save, said Sir Lancelot unto many of his fellows, it was a shame to all the noble knights to suffer such a young knight to take such an adventure, for surely it will lead to his destruction. For I will that you know well, said Sir Lancelot, that the damsel maledistant who came here has borne that shield for many a day to seek the most proved knights, and that was she that Bruce Pete took that shield from her, and after Sir Tristram de Lyon rescued that shield from him, and gave it to the damsel again, a little afore that time that Sir Tristram fought with my own nephew, Sir Blamore de Ganys, for a quarrel that was between the King of Ireland and himself. Then, chastened by Sir Lancelot, many nights were sorrow that Sir Le Cote Maltel was gone forth to that adventure. Truly, said Sir Lancelot, I cast me to ride after him. And within 7 days did Sir Lancelot overtake Le Cote Maltel, and then he saluted him, and the damsel Maldesonde who he rode with. And when Sir Mordred saw Sir Lancelot, then he left the fellowship of Le Cote Maltel, and so Sir Lancelot rode with Le Cote Maltel and the damsel Maldeson all day. And ever did the damsel rebuke the Cote Maltel, still believing him to be no true knight. And then Sir Lancelot answered for him, and then she left off, choosing to rebuke Sir Lancelot instead. And so, in the meantime, Sir Tristram was sent by a damsel a letter to Sir Lancelot, excusing himself of the wedding of Isolde la Blanche-Maine. And it was said in the letter that as he was a true knight, he had never consummated his marriage with Isolde la Blanche-Maine, for his own true love, and only true love, would be the Lady Isolde, Queen of Cornwall. And passing courteous and gently, Sir Tristram wrote to Sir Lancelot, ever beseeching him to be his good friend unto the Lady Isolde of Cornwall, and asked that Sir Lancelot would excuse him of her if ever he saw her. And within short time, by the grace of God, said Sir Tristram, he would speak with the Lady Isolde and with Sir Lancelot right hastily. And then Sir Lancelot departed from the damsel and from Sir La Cote Maltel to oversee that letter, and to write another letter unto Sir Tristram de Lyon. And in the meanwhile La Cote Maltel rode with the damsel until they came to a castle that was called Pendragon. And there were 6 knights that stood before them, and one of them offered to joust with La Cote Maltel, and there La Cote Maltel jousted with him, came together, and smote the knight over the horse's croup. Then did the 5 knights set upon him all at once with their spears, and there they smote La Cote Maltel down, horse and man, and then they held it suddenly to the ground, and set their hands upon him all at once. He was overcome and taken prisoner, and so they led him to their castle, and kept him as a prisoner. And on the morn Sir Lancelot arose, and delivered the damsel with letters unto Sir Tristram, and then he took his way after the Cote Maltel. And by the way upon the bridge, there a knight offered Sir Lancelot to joust, and Sir Lancelot quickly smote him down. Then they fought on foot a noble battle together, and mightily, and at the last Sir Lancelot smote him down, grovelling upon his hands and knees. Then that knight yielded himself, and Sir Lancelot received him fair. Sir, said the knight, I require you, tell me your name, for much my heart gives unto you now. No, said Sir Lancelot, as at this time I will not tell you my name, unless you tell me your name first. Why certainly, said the knight, my name is Sir Nerovens, that was made knight of my lord Sir Lancelot the Lake. Ah, Nerovens the Lisle, said Sir Lancelot, I am right glad that you are proved to be a good knight, for now know well my name is Sir Lancelot the Lake, and it was I who knighted you long ago. Alas, said Sir Nerovens the Lisle, what have I done? And therewith he fell flat to his feet, and would have kissed them, but Sir Lancelot would not allow him. And then either made great joy of each other. And then Sir Nerovens told Sir Lancelot that he should not go by the castle of Pendragon. For there's a lord who's a mighty knight, and there are many knights with him, he said. And this night I heard say that they took a prisoner who yesterday rode with the damsel, and they say he's a knight of the Round Table. That's okay, Marissa, we're halfway through tonight's tale. Have fun at the store, and I hope I see you for the poetry later. halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents, and it seems that Sir Tristram, who forgot for a while that he loved Queen Isolde of Cornwall and chose to marry the Lady Isolde the Blanche-Man of Brittany instead, and who was sworn to be an enemy of Sir Lancelot, and who Sir Lancelot swore that he would smite down, has sent a letter to Sir Lancelot saying that he's regretted his actions and that he still loves the Lady Isolde of Cornwall, not Isolde of Brittany, and that he has not taken of her flesh. But now, ladies and gents, we must turn from Sir Tristram to the Cote Maltelle, who has been stolen and captured away by the knights of the Castle Pendragon. I'll be honest, this is just Tresemme conditioner, guys. Just Tresemme shampoo, Tresemme conditioner. That's all we're doing with the hair. That and then the powers of gravity and adrenaline doing the rest of it. We continue with tonight's tale as we tell of how Sir Lancelot fought with 6 knights. "Ah," said Sir Lancelot, "that knight who was taken is my fellow, and he shall I rescue, or else I shall lose my life therefore." And therewith he rode fast till he came before the castle of Pendragon, and anon therewithal came 6 knights, and all made themselves ready to set upon Sir Lancelot at once. Then Sir Lancelot readied his spear and smote down the foremost, that he broke his back in sunder. And 3 of them hit, and 3 failed to hit. And then Sir Lancelot passed through them, and lightly he turned in again, and smote another knight through the breast, and through the back, more than an ell, and therewith his spear broke. So then all the remnant of the 4 knights drew their swords, and lashed together against Sir Lancelot, and at every stroke Sir Lancelot bestowed so his strokes, so that at 4 strokes sundry they avoided their saddles, passingly sore wounded, and forthwith he rode hurling into that castle. And anon the lord of the castle, that was that time called Sir Brian de la Isles, who was a noble man, and a great enemy unto King Arthur, within a while he was armed, and upon horseback. And then they readied their spears and hurtled together again so strongly that both the horses rushed to the earth. Then they avoided their saddles, dressed their shields, drew their swords, and flung together as if wooden men. And there were many strokes given in a while. And at the last Sir Lancelot gave to Sir Brian such a buffet that he kneeled upon his knees. And Sir Lancelot rushed upon him, and with great force he pulled off his helm, and when Sir Brian saw that he should be slain, he gave up, and yielded himself, and put him in Sir Lancelot's mercy, and in his grace. Then did Sir Lancelot make him to deliver all his prisoners that he had within his castle. And therein Sir Lancelot found that 30 of King Arthur's knights were within, and 40 ladies of the realm, and he delivered them all. And then he rode his way. And anon, as the Cote Maltelle was delivered, he got on his horse and his harness, as did the Lady Maldeson. And the meanwhile Sir Nerevan's, that Sir Lancelot had fought with before at the bridge, he sent a damsel after Sir Lancelot to know how he did at the castle of Pendragon. And then those within the castle marvelled at what a knight he was, when Sir Brian and his knights delivered all those prisoners. have ye no marvel, said the damsel, for the best knight in the world was here, and did this journey, and know you well, she said, that knight was Sir Lancelot. Then was Sir Brian fully glad, and so was his lady and all of his knights, that such a man should win against them. And when the damsel and the coat Martel understood that it was Sir Lancelot the Lake that had ridden with them in fellowship, then she remembered how she had rebuked him and called him a coward, and then she was passingly heavy with regret. And there, ladies and gents, there, with Sir Lancelot coming to the rescue to save 30 knights and 40 ladies, there we will end tonight's tale. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was enough smiting for you as well. Some pretty heavy smiting going on at the end there, which I hope you all enjoyed. It's about time Lancelot came along to come and do some butt kicking. Absolutely. Who is a coward how? That was some first class battling. I'm sure any knight should be proud to do such a thing. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming to share that with me tonight. I really, really hope you enjoyed that. Join me again tomorrow as we find out more adventures of the Coat Martel and Sir Lancelot. But I do try, Danny. I do try to do some nice smiting for you all, because you guys are such a wonderful, kind audience, without whom you wouldn't get any of this fun, you wouldn't get any of this passion or enthusiasm if it weren't for you lovely, lovely people commenting and hearting and sharing and just being here night after night. So team effort, guys. You're here, I'm here. You guys do love the blood. Well, do you love it too much, Sarah? I'm not sure if it's too much. Perhaps I should be slightly worried, but I'm willing to trust that it's all in good fun. All in good fun. It's paper cuts. That's what it is. It's coming from a story, not real blood at all. Apart from Queen, who's very clearly off with their heads. But what else can you expect of a queen other than to be off with their heads? Yes! It is action scenes galore. This is it. This was, before you had trashy airport fiction, you had these epic tales. Well, that's what you want. That's what you want. An audience of vampires, bloodthirsty folk, and for those of you who are bloodthirsty, I'm going to do the opening to Beowulf for Poetry Live. Am I doing the opening for Beowulf? I am! We're doing the opening for Beowulf for Poetry Live in 5 minutes' time. Rich is with me! I've got the book with me this time. So very excited for that. We'll do the opening of Beowulf. I have never read Beowulf live before, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that. So excellent, Carolina. I love Beowulf as well. It is one of my favourites. So that is coming up in 5 minutes. Really looking forward to doing that and sharing that with you guys. It's all about the epic poems this week, I think. No, I didn't actually. I didn't. There was only one Old to English and Middle English module, and I couldn't do it because I had a conflicting class. I majored in creative writing and minored in literature, and so there were a lot of really exciting, interesting lit classes that I couldn't take. So I've never studied the Odyssey. Never. Well, Julia, you're in for a treat. You are in for a fabulous treat coming up in a few minutes with Beowulf. It's truly to be experienced. But yeah, most of these stories that I do, I haven't studied. I just enjoyed reading them. Yeah, strange to think that actually I have just come across them because I like them. Oh, the Kalevala is the ultimate epic poem. I must disagree. I think it's certainly one of the epic poems, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, but for me, the epic poem is the Kalevala, the great saga of Finland. That's where my heart belongs. Oh yes! I've got some of Longfellow's stories downstairs. So, in my folk tales collection, I have one of my bookshelves is folk tales. So yes, I have read Longfellow very much. Like I've read Inglesby, Andrew Lang. I think, well, why choose a fave if you don't have to, Carolina? Why choose one if you don't have to? Woohoo for date night! Excellent, Susan. Of course, Aggie. What is your request, Agatha? Please let me know. I love requests. Requests are awesome. Come on. I'm very excited now for what Aggie's request is going to be. It's an awful thing because Agatha's now got to type this as we sit here, and she's probably faffing with Periscope and it's auto-predicting the wrong words. So I'll just fill up the time here with mindless banter and knocking out some things. Absolutely, Aggie. Let's do it next week. Let's do it next week in Old English. I will do it in Old English. We will. I've been tempted to have a go at reading Sir Gawain and the Green Knight in its original, which technically is Middle English, but it's a northern part of Middle English, which is much older, so it's a bit of old. I don't class Sir Gawain and the Green Knight as being Middle English, by the way. I class that as Old English, but yes, we can do that. We might go and work in some Old English, and we could even perhaps look at doing the Lay of Havelock the Dane as well. But yes, absolutely we will do it. But for now, tonight, coming up in a minute, and I like doing this because my hair goes floppy, we've got Beowulf. So I'm just going to close this scope down and then open up a new one for Poetry Live, and then I will see hopefully all of you lovely people there. I'm not going anywhere, my drink is here and I'm ready. Let's go and introduce Julia to some